Hey guys, on here, we are going to be checking out the first official trailer for Miss Marvel coming to Disney Plus. This is the latest new entry into the MCU for a character. You know, we got Moon Knight coming at the end of the month, which we're going to be reacting to. So I hope you stick around. We will also, of course, be reacting to this when it comes out. Now, I know we haven't really got too many looks at this. I know there's already some controversy surrounding it because of the way they're displaying Miss Marvel's powers in this continuity, but I'll hold my judgments until we see it in action. We've seen some glimpses, some minor glimpses of it in that sizzle reel that came out. Man, I don't even remember when that came out at this point. It feels like it's been forever ago. But guys, we're not going to wait any longer. Let's just kind of jump into this thing. Here we go. Okay.
Okay, so first off, I just want to say, I get it.
You get what?
High school.
Kamala.
Another Avengers shirt. Cute.
She thinks I'm some kind of weirdo.
You were weirdo.
Boys. Excuse me.
Yeah.
You're kind of on my shirt.
Sorry.
But you're staring out the window in your little fantasy land.
No.
Kamala, hey, already? Really? Come on, like.
Do I have to figure out my whole future before lunch, or is there like... Maybe they're right. I spend too much time in fantasy land.
That is not you.
It's not really the brown girls from Jersey City who save the world. That's a fantasy too.
Oh.
Did something happen to you?
No, why? Did you hear something?
Kamala? What does it feel like?
That's interesting.
Cosmic.
I mean, it looks pretty, like the effect of that. I still don't understand, like, the idea behind changing up her powers, but
Do you know what you are?
it's eye-catching, that's for sure. Dude.
I'm a superhero.
And I like her suit, too. I wonder how she gets it. She make it herself? I was with these kids with, like, players in the MCU with these master-level cosplay skills. I'm just teasing, man. That was kind of cute, man. I'm not even gonna lie. Just like the internal monologues, the fantasies that are going through her head. I don't know if that's gonna be like how the show is, like the pop-up bubbles, the thought bubbles, like the stuff kind of coming up, the narration, the text. I definitely can see that not working for a vast majority of people. But it does seem like this is probably going to be the show out of the MCU lineup that we've had so far that's probably going to be targeted probably for the youngest demographic they've had. It looks interesting. It looks fun. I really like the ethos and the pathos behind this character that we're getting a feel for here. We got a couple of glimpses of the adjustments they've made to her powers. It looks like she puts on some kind of gauntlet and then allows her to... I don't know if that gauntlet allows her to do what she does or in this continuity. So I don't know how they're going to spin that whole aspect of it. I think it looks interesting. I would like to see more of it in action because it's very Green Lantern-esque in the way that she kind of creates these constructs to do her actions for her. Which I know that the changing up of her powers in general has kind of caused a little bit of an uproar because, at least from what I understand about it, because she came out way later, and I've only more recently started to get more familiar with her character. But I believe like a core part of like her ability to morph her body comes into her insecurities about who she is and what she looks like. And they address that and touch on that very lightly here, obviously, about, you know, people telling her she's not a superhero, she needs to get her head out of the clouds. And then she's like, you know, people think about the brown girl from Jersey being a superhero or saving the day or whatever the line was. So you see elements of that in here. And I feel like taking away that ability to hide oneself and choosing to stand as yourself does kind of take a little bit of a hit to that, but maybe there's a way they can work around that and still make it fit into the narrative just fine. I don't know. There's got to be a narrative reason that they made that. Otherwise, I feel like it's just purely aesthetical. Maybe they don't want to make it all rubbery and gooey stretchy like Mr. Fantastic, but it's not like we don't have other, because I've heard that be the other argument too, is you know, it's like, well, we don't want a character, they're bringing in the Fantastic Four, we don't want two characters in the MCU with two similar powers. And I was like, well, I mean, we got a bunch of doppelgangers, you know, like War Machine, Ironmonger. I mean, some of them are villains, but it's like we've got Wong, Doctor Strange. We've got a lot of people that have, there's a lot of crossover in some of the heroes and their powers that we have right now. So I don't feel like one more would really hurt anything, but it looks interesting. I think it looks adorable though. It definitely gets me emotional kind of seeing like her perspective, how she feels, and getting this opportunity to kind of like step out of the shadow she's kind of created for herself and that society's kind of created for her as well. I'm curious to see the Carol connection, like I want to see like if we explore like that inspiration that Captain Marvel has instilled upon her to like instill this, because we have her dressing up as her, having her costume, cosplaying as her as such, like looking up to her. But I really want to see that explored. Like, what was it that inspired her in the MCU? What was it? Somehow they get broadcast footage from a satellite of her whooping Thanos for a hot second? I don't know. I'm very curious about that, because we haven't seen much of Captain Marvel in this universe. Obviously your first outing in her own movie was mostly under wraps, so it's like wasn't out in public or anything of the sort. And she's only been back to help with Thanos for a quick hot minute and before going back into space. So, I mean, there's a long history there too, where we don't know how often Carol's ever come to the planet. So I'm curious to see how they fill out that relationship here versus how it was done in the comics, and how they integrate her overall into this world that they keep on expanding in live action, man. It's still like baffles my mind how this is still a thing and how it's still going and how it even came to be. They've pulled off some crazy stuff, man. But guys, remember, I'm going to be reacting to this when it comes out, so I hope you stick around. I hope you enjoy this reaction. If you did, give me a like, a comment, and subscription. If you are not already, I'd really appreciate it. But let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Feel free to join our Discord. We could talk about it there as well. Links to that on socials down below. Hope you follow me in each and every one of those. But for now, guys, before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends: Manny, Share, Ryan, Karen, Philly Vane, Yori, Corey, Scott, Margaret, Grace, Mary, Bradley, Nate, Prouty, and Melita. Thank you guys, as always, for your support. And everybody else who's been helping this channel grow and being part of the family. But guys, that's it for now, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.